Yo, 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 happy New Year, Sooner Nation. This is your host, Jay Heasy, formerly number 27 on the field, but always number one in your hearts. Always, 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 always. Remember that, because we got new blood on the show, okay? Here with me today, you know who it is. We got number 9, former number 9, former captain. You're still weight room Willie, though.
I am still weight room Willie. I am.
And this is the podcast on the prairie. Yes, sir. Man, we're done, bro.
We're done.
The podcast is done. We're done.
Oh,
we're over.
The pod. What are we going to do about the pod?
What are we going to do? Well, I think I might have an answer.
A little bit later on.
Yeah, a little bit later on in the show, though.
Make y'all wait.
Yeah,
don't fast forward. Yeah, don't skip.
Yeah. We saw that. We saw that. Don't.
We did. I saw you about to pause it. Don't lie to me either.
I think they slick.
Yeah. So go back, rewind. Now listen to what we're saying, and then listen to the rest of the podcast.
Hey, stay locked in, y'all. Like we got to tell y'all about our personal lives too. Like,
y'all want to see what I'm doing? Like, man,
yeah, bro. Like, geez, we graduate, bro, and they're like, okay, interviews, please.
Anyways, yeah. Jeez, don't be hasty.
Come on. Oh, bro. So, tell the people what you're doing now. You went from the bowl game, and then I'm assuming you went back to Norman, packed up everything, and you're in Dallas now? All right, for one more time, special shout out to Plainview Legal, one of the best sponsorships we've had all year. B. Willie, you already know what it is. For one last time, tell the people.
Yes, sir. Guys, Plainview Legal Group focuses primarily on property law and business matters, including eminent domain, inverse condemnation, real estate transactions, oil and gas title examination, adverse possession, quiet title, and other boundary disputes.
Plainview Legal Group also handles estate planning and probate, from simple wills to proving undue influence. Additionally, their attorneys negotiate, draft, review, and litigate all kinds of commercial contracts for individuals and businesses across various industries throughout Oklahoma.
Plainview Legal is a Norman-based law firm owned and operated by 2 OU grads, husband and wife duo, Travis and Haley Dennis. Haley has even taught a real estate transactions class at OU College of Law in Norman.
To schedule your free consultation, visit their website at www.plainviewlegal.com. Give them a call at 405-310-0183 or email them at info@plainviewlegal.com.
Please see show notes for the important disclaimer information. Yeah, so just to give the people insight, I was so locked into the season that I really didn't even start looking at agents until like really late. I mean, late, but it was good though. I had a good amount of people, and I took my time and narrowed it down, and I ended up going with a guy, and I think he's great. His company is great. He's been doing really well by me, genuine guy. So, shout out him. And then, so right after the game, I made the decision on my agent. Not right after, but a couple hours after. Made the decision on my agent, texted him. Then stuff started moving fast for me, right? So we got the day after, we got on the plane, went back from Orlando, went back to Norman. I got back to Norman. I went and got a haircut first and foremost, got to get a cut. Then I started packing. I got my combine invite, first wave stuff. Love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Got my combine invite. I was like, I got to go get a steak dinner. That's big. So I went and got a steak dinner. Then I went back, packed the rest of the night, packed in the morning. And then I had a few stuff that I needed help with. So my parents came down with their Jeep, packed it up, left Norman, got here probably 8 in the evening, chilled here for that night. Chilled with my parents New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve. And then on the 1st, so New Year's Day, I moved in to my apartment in Frisco. And I'm training at EXO So my first day was the next day. So January 2nd. Yeah. I've been in training for 4 days now. Oh boy, it was fast. Yeah, it was my first day. My first day there. They're like, all right, well, y'all, sounds like today's field testing day. I said, who testing day? I said, what, we're about to run 40s and stuff? I said, bro, I just got off the I said, I told my speed coach, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. The body is not going.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I understand. Fresh off the game. I'm like, yeah. So I didn't have to do field testing, but I did. They got there. They did all types of scans and DEXA scans and body comps and all that other stuff and X-rays, all that, MRIs, all that stuff. And then met with the PT. They're like poking and prodding me like I was a lab rat, but they just wanted to see what bends, where, how, what, all this other different stuff. So then that is going to be used to be able to work on parts I'm deficient at. And then after that, I went to nutrition. After that, I went to strength staff and we did a little bit of strength testing and jump testing, And then the next day, and I did a vertical jump. I tested my vertical right quick out of nowhere. And then after the next day, I'm fully in it, man. I was rolling. So it's been
that's fast.
Fast 72 hours after the game for me. But I expected it. I knew it was going to come with the bowl game. So OU Sooner Nation, give guys some leeway when they decide to opt out, because this is why they opt out. It's a really, really fast process if you play in the bowl game. And guys have already had 2-3 weeks to get their bodies back under themselves. And I'm starting training and I'm sore as heck. I got turf burns all over. That turf was terrible at the Camping World Stadium. They need to fix that. I hope they hear this. Instead of having a little rubber turf, instead of having rubber, the little black pieces and stuff, they had wood chips. Wood chips. What? Yes, they had little bitty wood chips.
Ugh.
Yes.
That don't sound safe.
It wasn't, because my turf burns are not. No, it was bad. I had turf tape on too. Yeah. So whoever is in charge of that, fix that, please. But, other than that, it's been good, man. I've been training. I'm with one of the best speed coaches in the nation. He's been getting me right already. Meal planning, trying to stick faithfully to that. Every day it's about, I would say I get up around 7 and I have my first speed session at 9:15. That goes for about an hour 30. And then after that, I go straight to PT, start working on, some of the stuff I'm deficient at, some of my body stretches and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, I go and have lunch. I go home for a little bit. And then I come back up for a strength session. And then it's recovery after that. And that's kind of my day. So, and then I'm about to start interview prep soon. And then we have position work starting next week.
Bro, this is crazy to hear from you, because I feel like I was just doing all of this yesterday. Like, just like, it feels like last month, 2 months ago, if that.
Yeah.
And boy, time flies. I don't know if anybody has told you already, but this is going to be one of the longest parts of just your life, because you go from winter workouts, like, just let's go all the way back to last year, right? So let's summer, fall camp, season, and then 72 hours later, training. You got the Senior Bowl coming up. After the Senior Bowl, you go back. You got Pro Day, you got the Combine, and then you finally get to take a break.
Oh man,
like, it's a lot.
And it's been.
Did you
Go ahead.
Did you take a picture after the game, like signing with your agent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a nice moment for me. I felt big time.
handshakes and signing pictures.
Handshakes, checks, deals.
Hmm.
That was
And then
fun.
I will say, I understand why people get right during this process because it is everything is so technical, detailed. There's a purpose for everything. And I mean, there's some of the things that we're working out and stretching and doing. I've never like thought of stretching, never stretched in my
Hmm.
life. Like they're doing this one stretch today, and my speed coach was like, "Yeah, just do this and put your knee. Make sure you have your knee down, and then thrust your hips up and your other knee up there." And I'm like, "What is? I don't even know what this position is. Like, what is this?"
Yeah, bro. You're becoming a track athlete. Like it's
Yeah.
football is done. Like
Yeah.
football, like you'll obviously catch drills and stuff.
Oh yeah, we're doing cycles and learning how to run tall and all types of
Yeah,
stuff. That's crazy.
yeah. Well, it sounds like you're having a good time, bro. I'm excited for your future and your all that. Hopefully, you test better than me. I knew from the get go I wasn't going to be a good tester. I just knew that I could ball.
Yeah.
So I know you're going to be a little bit better than me. Here, my German Shepherd is coming to pay me a visit. Hey, buddy. Oh, sidetracked, but yeah, bro, I'm excited for you. And most important thing, just stay healthy, bro. Just stay healthy.
That's what he said. He's
We're
like,
probably gonna have to do.
"Oh, go
What'd
ahead."
you say?
I was just
I
saying.
was gonna say we're probably gonna have to do like a. Oh wait, you go, you go, you go.
I was just saying in terms of the stay healthy thing. My strength coach, said the first day he was like, "Hey, this isn't college. This isn't a tough guy award contest. Like, their focuses are on wins and losses. We're trying to make you the best product that we can because that
Mm-hmm.
makes us look a lot better and referrals come back to us. So we're a team building at this moment." So he said, "If there's anything messing with you, let me know." And
Say
I felt
something.
that because the first day when we were supposed to be field testing, I was like, no. And he's like, "Yep, nope." And I
Yeah,
was like, "Cool, that was easy."
that's one thing I do admire about like this stage in life, and you'll see that once you get to the NFL, once once you say something, they're like, all right, stop. Like you're now a product, and nobody wants a broken product.
Right.
In college, they're going to juice you, bro. Like they're going to get the most out of you as they possibly can because they know they got one next up,
Mm-hmm.
And at the next level, especially when money starts getting exchanged, oh yeah, no, like that's all that push yourself until that goes out the window, and you're picking up on that, and you'll learn how the game goes. But like I said before, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for Sooner Nation to hear these interviews we have up next because, like we said, you guys stay tuned, and we appreciate you. Matter of fact, we appreciate you all every week, but we appreciate those who watch us all the way through, who are committed. And so we decided we should do a little special episode. We got a nice little couple of guests, and big announcement at the end. So coming up next, we have either 2-7 or 2-8. I don't know who's going to be doing the editing, but stay tuned. All right.
All right, next up, I want to say a big shout out to I9. As a guy that played a lot of the youth sports growing up, I think what they're doing in the community is great. And another one of our fantastic sponsors, Jay Hall, can you give them a little preview?
Yes, sir. You all already know I9 Sports are offering incredible youth sports opportunities for kids throughout the state of Oklahoma. They offer basketball, volleyball, baseball, soccer, and flag football.
Ages vary from 3 to 14 years old, depending on the sport, and I9 is all about convenience for families. Practice and games are on the same day, so it's a one-day-a-week commitment. Practice first, then game.
Leagues last 7 weeks. They have locations in the Edmond, OKC area, Yukon, Moore, and Norman. We have a special offer for our listeners. When you use the code PrairiePod at checkout, you get $10 off your registration.
We know a lot of our listeners are parents, so check out I9 Sports at i9sports.com to see if there's a league right for them and you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, he needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. coming in at 5'11", 190, number 27 on the field. But he's not number one in your hearts. That's me. All right, baby. Hey, Gavin, bro. What it do? Appreciate you for coming on to the podcast, bro.
Yeah, what's up? It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, just so we start things off right, and the fans know, how do we pronounce your last name?
Sawchuk. It's just like it's spelled. SAW, like the saw, and then Chuck. Just don't forget, there's no C after the U. It's just UK.
Sawchuk.
No, so everybody
Beautiful.
always SAWCHUCK, but there's no C after the U.
All right, noted. I'll never forget or get it wrong. Trust me. Brayden, that
100%.
that number 27 felt so weird to say.
I know.
Bro, people were tagging me the whole game, and I'm like, oh, look at him go.
Yeah. Had to represent.
Hey, bro, you did me well. Like I can't even, like, the fact that we even met before you got to school, like, was like just destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, Brayden, I don't know. I think I told you about that when I was in Colorado. Well, for the fans that don't know, the facility I was training at up there in Denver is the same one. Gavin, how long have you been going there?
I've been there for 8 years probably. I've been going there for a while. So
yeah, I wish I had been going there for 8 years. Maybe I would have been a little bit faster by the time I got to OU. Because yeah, I'm a little slow, bro. Can we talk about, like, before we even talk about ball or anything or life, like, what were your times in high school on the track? Because that's all I heard about when I was up there.
Yeah, so I kind of had a weird track season just through high school. So my freshman year, I ran 10.62 in the 100, and then 21.77 I think was in the 200. But I didn't run outdoor after that. That was the only year I ran outdoor because of COVID, and then traveling to see some colleges. I wasn't outdoor. But I had a couple indoor meets, and indoor, I think my fastest time was 6:67, I think it was.
Brayden, are you touching any of those?
No.
I think Brady could touch the 21 on the 200.
I didn't run the 200. I was, so Gavin, before I was 240 pounds and I was a tight end, I could actually run a little bit, and I ran a 400. I used to run a 47, I think, in the 400. And so I could run a little bit, but I didn't really run the 200. The only reason I ran track is because they needed and wanted me to. I ran the 400, the 4x4, and then I high jumped.
Yeah. Gavin, if you don't know anything about your fifth year senior over here, he was like Mr. Olympia, all like just played quarterback, just dunked on everybody he played in a basketball game. Whenever he played baseball, he hit it 500 yards out the park. It's recorded in the Texas World Records, and just led everything. Like, just that's the legend he is.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I never touched the 400. The 400 was too much for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That 400 was tough. But the only reason I did it and I was decent at it was because at my high school we ran 500-meter dashes after every workout, every practice, everything. Like, we literally would run one every single day. So we just got good at it. So,
bro, I feel like Brayden, I gotta start like from the very beginning with him, because like the fans don't really know him. Like, this is like his introductory.
It is.
Like, bro, like we gotta start from the very beginning. I haven't asked these questions on the podcast, or we haven't asked these questions since like last year. So, the very first thing, I'm sure you've answered this multiple times, but you gotta redo it, bro, because everybody's gonna tune into this. Okay, so first off, what did your journey to OU look like? You can give us the long version or you can give us the short version, but how did you get to Norman?
Yeah, it was a great journey. I mean, I was lucky. I came out there before COVID. Actually, I was able to visit OU. I was kind of like one of the last, it was like one of my last visits right before COVID hit. So I was able to come out there, and I mean, ever since then, like, OU was probably one of my favorites. Growing up, I didn't know too much about OU, didn't watch it, but being able to come out there and, be at the facilities and hear the historic tradition and the background, everything like that. It was amazing. So got to hear that. And ever since then, it was like OU was leading for me. I never said it, but I always knew OU was, the place that was number one for me. And then, just kept going through the process. And right after they opened it up in June of my junior year to be able to go out and travel. So I was able to get out there for an official, came to the Champ U barbecue. And it was great. Got to meet a lot of the, other recruits. And, ever since then, since the first visit, I knew I was probably going to end up at OU, and, the Champ U barbecue just solidified it. So I knew that was the place I wanted to be.
You never really gave Tom to any other school?
I did. I visited a lot of other schools and, tried to keep my doors and my options open, but it was just something about OU. It just felt like home for me. I felt comfortable around the coaching staff. Even with the changing coaching staff, I still felt great with Coach Venables and the staff that he brought in. And I trusted OU and the program in general with what they were going to do with the new coaching change. I knew that they were going to bring in some good guys. So I'm glad I stayed, but they were always leading for me for sure.
That's good. When I was up there in Denver and I got a chance to talk to your dad, he was very excited about you coming to OU and just very enthusiastic, making sure that, you picked where you want to go. And he said he didn't want to dictate any of that. And I love hearing that from the parents, especially those who truly do it and let their child choose and don't pressure them. Because it's one thing to feel pressured to go somewhere, but it's another thing to just, go out, have fun. And then especially when you get there, to have the story that you've had, get there, grind, and then you see your success come towards the back end. B. Willie, old man, this is for you. Now, we normally do like fall camp predictions and stuff like that for our future breakout stars, but I don't think we ever talked about Gavin, did we? I don't know. Did you see an eye for 2-7 over here?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, maybe I'm messing up. Well, we're gonna give you your flowers now, bro, because let me tell you.
I think at one point I said that he was probably one of the fastest guys we had on the offensive side of the ball, which is very true. And then also I said that he takes his speed. He runs hard. He runs harder than you think. And he takes his speed and he turns it into power, and I was impressed by that. I don't know if it was in the fall camp prediction. It might have not been in the fall camp prediction, but it was sometime during the year I had said something about it.
Gavin, at the beginning of the year, we always try and pick 2 or 3 young guys that are standouts, and we're normally pretty accurate.
We are.
Yeah. I don't remember if you were in there, but I will say I did recognize the speed to power when I can't remember. I think it was first or second quarter. You took a ball up the middle and just completely was gearing to kill the safety, lowered your shoulder, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's 2-7." My dad called me. He's like, "You see this kid?" I'm like, "Yeah, pops." He's like, "How you say his last name?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll ask him on the podcast, but just know he's 2-7 right there." But Gavin, getting back to you and your story, what's it been like to get to OU and then see where you are now? Is it everything you thought it would be? Have things been different, or have you just been taking it all in day by day? What's your story been like thus far?
I like that, taking it in day by day. I think it's easy to get there and, be so focused on the grind and kind of just forget where you are. So I know I had a lot of that where I was just reflecting and being man, I'm at Oklahoma, one of the best universities in the country. Just being grateful for that opportunity. But, it was a great journey. I mean, coming in, I wanted to play, and, I think that's what, the competitiveness in every athlete, they want to get on the field, but, I trusted the process. That's always one thing that, I've always kind of tried to do, is just trust the process, trust Coach DeMarco, and, just learn as much as I can from Eric Gray, some of the other guys in the room, just be able to soak in as much as I can and be, whenever my opportunity's called, be ready for that opportunity.
How many games? You didn't play more than 4 games, did you? Or were you on special teams?
No, I did not.
No? Oh, so you still got – you got plenty time. You got plenty time. What?
I redshirted this year, so.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, bro. I redshirted too. Just trust me, take advantage of it.
I mean, if I
What's your? Oh, go ahead, Brayden.
I said if I redshirted, I'd probably still be there. I didn't redshirt, but if I did, I would have had another year.
You come back?
No, I
would
can't.
You come back?
Would I?
No, I'm saying like, would you though? Like,
it depends on my draft stock. But I mean, with the new staff and them, I wouldn't like shy an eye to it. Like I just wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I would,
Yeah. So. I knew I just wanted to leave with 2 degrees, and I was like, once I got my 2, and I was all Big 12 and Anyways, back to Gavin. Yeah, bro, he's what the fans want to hear. I'm gonna give them what they want to hear, bro. I'm sitting here grilling you with questions. Let's see, what's it like being with Smitty? You're like gonna be the first generation to probably have him all the way through.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's kind of a funny story because when he was first hired, I have an uncle that played at Florida, and Schmitty was there as his strength coach when he was at Florida. So he talked really highly about him, but also talked about how hard he was. So I was excited. I was ready for the opportunity, and I knew he'd get me stronger, get me faster, which all the things that I needed to be. So I was excited for it. It's just been great being able to be under his program and doing all the lifts and learning and just growing in that aspect of the game, just getting stronger, faster, just becoming a complete athlete in that way.
Brayden, this kid had to be killing you in the conditioning. There's no way you're keeping up with him.
I mean, now speed wise, yes, he probably was outrunning me. Okay, like I'm not, but I get up there conditioning. It's not like I was,
Yeah,
I get up there conditioning. I do fine with conditioning, but
no, Brayden.
Now y'all know that Schmitty said he gonna try to kill y'all this offseason, right? That's what he told us, the guys that were leaving. So y'all boys get ready.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you this, bro. I just piggyback on what Brayden said. 2016, I think they lost to Clemson, or 2015. It was 2015. Well, yeah, it was 2015. They lost to Clemson in the semifinal game. Got blown out. I heard that that coming back, that winner, Dimitri used to tell me all the time, was hell. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna shy away from the work, but I do believe Brayden on that one.
He told us, he was like, "Yeah, we'll get them boys." I was like, "Hey, get them right."
It's good though. It'll work out good in the end. So I'm ready for it.
100%.
Yeah. Brayden, just to give you your kudos too, I always tell people you got the lungs of a horse. Like you always made me run harder than I wanted to. So I
was gonna say no. B. Will was definitely one of the guys that just coming in there like over the summer and not knowing what to expect. Like definitely one of the leaders that I was like, all right, I got to keep up with. I got to keep up. I got to be able to keep up, and this is what it looks like. So I give him his props. Like I remember there was some times where some of those Fridays I was getting ready to throw up. I was trying to stand up straight, and it was tough.
Bro, the trick is to keep moving. Like when you're running the sprints, like you gotta, when you're done, walk. Like walk to the 15, walk back, and time it to where as soon as you get back, it's like 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah.
Like don't stand still.
Well, on quads, Smitty won't let you walk.
Oh, really?
No. We gotta run back up to the line, jog back up to the line, and stand there.
Yeah. I try to do something, just kind of pace back and forth, or maybe just 1 foot forward, then 1 foot back, just to try and keep. If you're moving, you can't bend over. So
that is true. Gavin, what did you think of? Or matter of fact, I was going to ask you this about EG. What would you say that you learned from him this year? Like, if there was anything you could point out, or maybe it was just everything or bits and pieces. Did you take any takeaways specifically from being in that running back room?
I mean, there was a lot. I think like an obvious thing with just the way he carried himself. Like Coach Mark always talks about carry yourself as a pro, and the way he approached meetings, the way he approached practices, after practice, getting extra work in, the recovery, all that stuff. Like that was cool to watch and have somebody do that and try kind of follow somebody that does that, as well as just how smart he was in the film room when it came to, learning the playbook, being able to apply it real quick, learning the defenses, different things like that, whether it's pass pro, reads on run game, anything like that. Like it was cool to be able to learn from him and, be able to just kind of take in everything I could from him being able to do that.
Yeah. I'd say from an outsider or a former player looking at your film and looking at EG's, I'd probably say the next move for you would just be your patience. Mm-hmm. Like you and Barnes. Like I remember when Barnes first started or first played earlier this year, like he got the ball and just pew!
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. I'm not sitting here, criticizing him and saying that, anything he's doing is negative. He's young, he'll learn. But you guys both run hard. And so I think if you can combine the running hard with like the Kennedy Brooks patience, the EG patience, like ooh, boys, it's gonna be deadly. Like,
and that's something I really admired, that like what he did with his patience too. Setting up the blocks, giving them time, and then when it opens, hitting it full speed. And I think that's finding that balance between hitting it full speed, but then also being patient to let it set up and taking that extra step just to get the dude out the hole and then going. Definitely something that he was great at. And I see it sometimes where I'm like, I could have took a different extra step there. I could have done that. I could, and just like EG did that. Like, that's something that for sure that I was like, he's helped, and something to look forward to in the future to learn.
Mm-hmm. Trick of the trade: get to know your. I don't know how the offense will run in the future, but get to know your fullbacks, H-backs. Like what made Kennedy and I so well is like Kennedy knew what I was going to do before I did it, or I would tell him. Like if there wasn't, like, let's just say pre-snap, right? I remember Oklahoma State one time specifically. It was let's just say shotgun. You're on the left hand side. I'm on the left hand side too in the wing position, and we're doing inside zone to the right. Well, the DN was head up to inside on me, and I look back. I say Kennedy, like cut back, because I knew that DN was going to slant across my face, and I was just going to push him down. And without even going, he didn't even think front side. He took 2 steps, cut back. And that's like the game within the game. And it helps make things easier on you, because now you're like, oh, like I ain't even tripping. Like I know he's got me, So trick of the trade, football wise, let's get away from football. How's college been, bro? Like are you enjoying like classes and stuff? All that?
I am. It's been a lot of fun, I'm a real independent person, so like I'm loving like being on my own. I miss my family. I miss some of those times where you sit down at the dinner table and you guys just chop it up. But I love being on my own. I like I love Norman. Norman's a great city. The school's been great. Made a lot of friends in the classroom as well. But just enjoying it overall.
That's cool. I remember being up there. Your dad invited me over for dinner one time, and I just never made my way there. And because I think I caught it on the back end.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch a flight or something while y'all are when y'all report back. What, January 6th, 15th, 15th?
Yeah, 15th.
Okay. Brayden trying to go to Colorado?
I'm actually down. I'm with that.
Stop by your workouts.
I gotta say, it's free food. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
As long as we're not running 40s or anything, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I'll be like, oh no, I did too much of that already. Like, oh.
Well, bro, it's been a pleasure having you on here. Last 2 things. First thing, are you healthy? Are you good?
Yeah, coming out healthy. That's always the goal for us. We say, whatever happens in the game, whatever it is, good, bad, or ugly, just come out healthy. It's the most important thing.
Okay, good. Second thing, we always give our interviewees an opportunity to speak and say or shout out anything they want to talk about. So anything you want to say to your family, to the fans, anything you want to talk about or say to Sooner Nation while we got you?
Yeah, no, I just say Sooner Nation, just, thanks for all the love and support. That's one thing. Just going through the, recruiting process, I felt the most love from the Sooner Nation. So I'm really thankful for that. And then, excited for the next couple of years. We didn't have a year that we expected to and we wanted to this year, but that's all good. That's part of the process. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So just stick with us, and we're doing our part, and just keep doing that, keep showing up, keep showing the Sooners love, and it'll pay off. So I appreciate
Willie, anything for the young man?
Man, you know what? Actually, I do want to add something and give you your early flowers. First off, super proud of you how you played, man. You played great, And second thing is, one day we were in a leadership meeting with a bunch of the seniors, I think, and I think EG brought up your name, and we were asking guys who they admired, that as a leader, but that isn't a team leader, And he brought up your name, and I thought it was super interesting because you got a senior or old guy talking about, oh, I admire this guy. And he's just saying how, you carry yourself, which is obvious on this podcast, this interview. I think people will be really impressed. And then just how you go about your work, and you're always on the sideline. And I remember this vividly because when he said this, I was like, you're right. Always cheering your brothers on, always, pushing people to be better. So you got a super bright future ahead of you. Sooner Nation is blessed and thankful to have you. I'm thankful to have someone like you to lead the program into their hands. Just keep on going, never be satisfied. And all those little lessons, those little, the game came down to a field goal or, we lost it, because we got out to a big lead and we lost the lead, or all those lessons that we learned this season, man, y'all hold on to those things and, make the necessary adjustments. So next time y'all win those games and y'all come out 11-2 instead of 6-7. But, you're a great leader, and I expect you to continue to be a great leader. You don't have to be an old head to start being a leader. So start that process now.
2-7. We appreciate you. Piggying back of what Brayden said, if you ever need anything, you got a question, one thing you'll learn about OU, guys come back. You'll see us on Twitter. You'll see Roy. If you ever got anything in your mind, like just business, NIL, football, you want to chop it up, you got a question, something, just hit somebody up. It can be Brayden, it could be me. The hand is here. So we appreciate you coming on to the pod, bro. And I'm sure the fans are going to love this interview. You've done a great job.
Thank you guys, and I'll just say a quick thing, like, B. Will, I appreciate your leadership, throughout this year. I always watch it from the sidelines, like, just the leadership that you showed and the hard work that you showed is really inspiring. I'm trying to keep that, going on throughout these next years, making sure someone's, filling your shoes. And Jay Hall, I appreciate you. It was great being able to meet you even before I got up there to OU and have that connection. I was telling someone earlier today, like, I remember, you talking about gotta represent 2-7. Like, you said the number was for the H-backs, the tight ends. I was like, I gotta represent, gotta show out for 2-7. So I appreciate you guys for real. Thank you guys for having me.
You have, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Number 27 on the field, new boy, Gavin Sawchuk. All right. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's not very often that we have returning guests on the podcast, but you already know who it is. Our guy, number 28 on the field, middle linebacker for OU, hailing from Orlando, Florida, D Stuts. What it do, baby?
Man, good to be back on the legendary podcast. Hey, glad to be back, man. It's really, really a pleasure, man.
Hey, bro, we got a special announcement for the people, but we're gonna hold off on that until the end of the conversation. I haven't talked to you in a little while, so like, can we catch up first before we like tell them?
Yeah, man. Let's have a little talk, man. Let's catch up.
Yeah, let's have a little talk. Well, first things first, bro. Happy New Year. Happy belated holidays. I know Christmas was spent down there in Orlando, right? Or actually, you were already home.
Yeah, I got Christmas home with my family. Had a hard practice. Came home, and chilled with the fam for once. So that was really a crazy thing.
So what, you had practice and then just somebody picked you up, went to the crib?
Pretty much around like 4:00. Like, everyone went to Universal. and then my dad just came and scooped me, and then I had Christmas with the family, man.
Bro, that's got to be so nice. I'm jealous.
Man, I mean, there's some guys that have been on the team for 6 years that ain't never had nothing like that. So it was kind of my little Christmas.
Bro, I tell people all the time about that Christmas, Brayden. You remember that Christmas, 3 years ago for the Peach Bowl in Atlanta? Like, we didn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a dinner and it was terrible.
Yeah, we had like the worst Christmas dinner. Well, I'm not gonna say it was the worst, but it wasn't that great. I mean, it was hotel food.
I still got the picture from that dinner.
Bro. And we spent like most of the day in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I tell people, if you want to be a D1 college blue blood athlete, be ready to miss the holidays because it ain't
every single one, man.
Oh, well, that's good, bro. So, what was it? Was it hot down there in Orlando for you guys?
It was cold,
bro.
Really?
Literally the first Christmas ever. Like it's never been like that cold here, and all the people.
It's 40 degrees, 40 degrees.
All the people from Florida were hyped up, like, and I was like, dang, all my teams are kind of bummed, but it warmed up for the game, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it warmed up later on in the week, but the first 2 days, 30, 40 degrees. It was cold.
I remember it being sweltering hot whenever we were in San Antonio. And even what game did we have down there? Brayden, you were on the team for
Miami.
The Orange Bowl. Yeah. It was hot.
Boy. Crazy.
So it wasn't like that this year?
It felt good at the game. It felt amazing at the game.
No, hey, but you guys remember last year when we had that hard practice when it was like 85 degrees. And then Coach Stoops said, hey, man, everyone on the line. And I just remember being a young guy, like, dang, like, no way he just said that. And he said, no, I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing. Y'all good.
Yeah, hopefully. We weren't making it out of that.
So Danny Boy got to go home for Christmas. I was with the family for the first time in 4 years. Regular Christmas for Jay Hall. That was nice. Brayden, what about you? I haven't even got a chance to speak to Brayden. We haven't even done the intro yet. I don't think about it. How was your Christmas?
It was good. We went to Universal, like Danny said. Yeah. Other than that, so they didn't serve us dinner.
Okay.
At Christmas, so no Christmas dinner or nothing. We had a Christmas breakfast, but no Christmas dinner. So we're like, okay, we get done from Orlando. We're like, well, I guess we got to find something because we didn't want to eat at Orlando. I mean, at Universal Studios. Mm-hmm. So we're like, we got to find something to eat. So we're like, how about Fogo de Chao, the Brazilian steakhouse? We're like, okay, cool. Called that, no seats. Then we called like 3 other steakhouses, no seats. We're like, I didn't know that many people go out to eat on Christmas. So we end up going to a place, just going to a random steakhouse. It was Morton's? Which one is it, Danny?
Morton's.
Man, beats me, man. I don't got that. I don't have that money to go out like that.
It's either Morton's. I don't know. And we went there, and we were gonna just sit at the bar, which we did end up doing. But we called them before. They said they didn't have no seats. It was literally nobody in there. I was like, bro, come on now. But yeah, I don't know what they had going on.
Florida State might have called around and told them not to let the OU footballers come and eat.
Yes, so because they were not. Nobody was messing with us. No seats. Went in there. There was not a seat. There was not a seat taken. I was like, what? But it was good though. It was good.
Danny, you didn't invite the boys over to the crib?
Man, I felt bad, but I wanted them to experience Universal. Going on the rides. And
that's crazy.
The craziest thing was at Universal, like it was so cold. All the roller coasters were shut down. The big ones, like the ones that did all the loops, they were literally closed because how cold it was. And I've never heard of that ever. And so that's
dang. So what's the point of going?
Going to the simulators. Yep. Yeah.
Were those nice? I saw like videos and stuff like people posted.
Yeah. I won't lie. The simulators were fun. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like like being on like a roller coaster, but it was still fun. It's still a nice little experience.
Yeah. Outside of Christmas in Universal? How was the rest of the week? Was it smooth?
Yeah, it was cool. We had a little fun day with kids at this was it theme park, and then we did there was
You didn't get a
SeaWorld.
Danny kid, did they? Danny, did you get a kid?
No, yeah, we had a kid, and then we were a pair of like Florida State dudes, and like so it was me and Jaron, and then like we literally had the equivalent of like Keyshawn and Woody, but as Florida State dudes, and like we were with this kid, and like we go on the Ferris wheel, and they're like, "Nah, we afraid of heights," and we're like, "All right, well we'll take the kid on the ride because the kid really wanted to go on the Ferris wheel." We go around, we come back down, they're gone. We ain't know where they went. They ditched us. they left
the kids?
Yeah, they left the kids. I think I saw them ride like the go-karts or something. And we had the kid, bro. And then that kid at Florida State on. I said they really did him dirty, bro. But hey, we gave that kid a good time, so we got him right.
They didn't lose the kid. The Florida State guys, they went on the ride with the kid, the Ferris wheel, and the Florida State guys stayed down.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, they were gone. They just left.
Wait, Brayden, you were responsible for losing a kid as well?
We didn't lose the kid. We lost the Florida State dudes. They dipped.
Oh,
Yeah,
they left you with the kid.
They left. They wanted to do their own things, bro. They wanted to do.
They did.
Bro,
They were doing that a lot. So my experience was we had it was me and Jonah, and we had two brothers, and then we had two guys from Florida State. They were white. And the kids that we had were little black kids. And so, like, when we were going around, riding all the rides, the kids were vibing with me and Jonah a lot better. I don't know. I guess, just a little, but they were vibing with us a lot better. So we go ride all these rides. And whenever we got to a ride, the kids wanted to ride with me and Jonah and not the Florida State guys, right?
Yeah.
Like riding the same cart as them and stuff. So then it got to a point where they were like, we got off a ride and they were like, "Hey man, if y'all just want to go ahead and do y'all's own thing, we'll just kind of." I was like, I see what y'all putting down. Okay, I got y'all. Like, it's good. We'll take them. So yeah, kids the rest of the time. But man, little CJ and little Tim, man, I forgot to tell them about a podcast. They probably would have watched it, but they were at the game.
What?
Man.
CJ and Lil Tim.
Little Tim, yeah.
Shout out to Lil Tim, the Florida boys.
Yep.
Hey, bro. Let's talk about the game real quick, because the fact that y'all said that they left y'all, the first thing I thought was, see, they was talking all that smack at the beginning of the game too. Like it all adds up. Like they've been playing psychological games with y'all since day one.
Yep.
Oh, bro, was it? You said all right. So you said game day felt good, right? Like it wasn't too hot out there or anything like that.
No, it felt great. Perfect weather,
bro. Oh wait! I wanted to ask you this: how come you didn't get the Cheez-It room?
So apparently, the Cheez-It room goes to a random person. Okay, and I guess the TG and TG Turk wanted the room for his his YouTube channel, so he ended up something like that. So is that not how it happened, Danny?
It was rigged. I think they wanted it for Turk for the coverage on the social media aspect of it.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, because he posted ad like he said.
Yeah. I feel like it was rigged. I think as myself, I wanted it for the experience, bro. Like really not even for the videos. Like I feel like Turks wanted it for the social media aspect of it, but we don't really get into that. He was the cheesiest. We'll let him have the title. It's over in the past. But it's cool. I still slept in my normal bed.
Yeah, I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, I still slept in my normal bed with all the regular stuff. While he had a robe, a chain, slippers, own room.
That is true.
It's cool. I'm not gonna lie. He made it look good though. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna give you that, but I feel like he didn't enjoy it as much as I would have, or someone else.
So what? It was Turk and who else?
Just Turk.
It was only
it was only one room.
Yeah, one for one team.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I ate
Yeah.
I ate Cheez-Its off a dirty treadmill for no reason, man. But it's
Wait,
cool.
bro, who made you eat Cheez-Its off a treadmill?
Well, like the social media page, like we had like a cheesiest competition, and like they had us on one of those dirty treadmills. One of like it was probably the one Schmitty's like punishes you on, sets the level up to 10 and makes you run like hills up. And they would drop Cheez-Its on there. We had to like gobble them up like a hungry hippo. And
Wait. You had to, or you participated in some type of?
I'm thinking like this is for the room. I'm over there like eyes closed, chomping. I'm over here like this is for like the room. Like each one that goes in my mouth, I'm like, bro, I just got to think about my own bed, the cheesiest. Like this is what I'm doing for Orlando, my hometown. Like, this is what I'm doing. Like I'm sacrificing.
You putting on.
Yeah, and bro, Turk didn't even show up, and he got the room. So I mean, it's cool. It's fine. I don't want to get into it like that, but I'm still a little mad. I literally could have got like hepatitis or something like that. Who knows? I don't even know. Like, there were some diseases on that treadmill, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of weird the way they did it, but hey, I'm not here. I'm not one to complain, so it is what it is.
Did you participate in this, Brayden? Like, I can't imagine you.
No,
with your mouth wide open.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Jay. I don't even know this happened, so I'm just as shocked as you.
Yo, who made you do this, bro? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask no more questions, bro. In typical Danny Stutsman fashion, just eating Cheez-Its off of a
treadmill, dirty treadmill.
Don't let's not bring it up. Let's move on, man.
Bro, if we weren't on air, I'd probably just sit here and roast you for another 15 minutes. But I guess we can. Move on. All right, bro. Game day, Florida State. They're talking smack early. For what it's worth, I thought y'all played a decent game.
Game.
Well, what's y'all opinion on it? Like,
I thought we played. Man, I thought we played decent. Go ahead, Stutz.
Yeah, I mean, going into it, I feel like there was a lot of hype on like that, like the offense that they had, and honestly, I felt like I've been in that position where we're the 9-3 team, like we're the big dog going into it, like seeing us as a 6-6 team. So I kind of like they weren't preparing how we were preparing, like they weren't like we were running like every single like every time we had to lift, like we're running after, we're doing extra, and I knew they weren't doing that, and I feel like they go in a situation like overlooking us, like a lot of teams did like that season, and so it was really kind of us buying in, like we have a shot. We knew we did because how we look on paper and how we actually are is not the same, and so it was really that commitment that we had, and I feel like that's what kind of got us to where it was.
No.
Yeah, unfortunate ending, but I thought we played well. I thought guys played with heart, man. We're, not to give any excuses. I will never give an excuse, but we were undermanned. Even from the opt-outs, we had a left tackle go down, our freshman left tackle go down. And so then we were on like our third or fourth tackle. We started the season with 5 starting offensive linemen. In that bowl game, we had 1, injuries and all types of stuff. So for what it's worth, I thought we played a great game. Unfortunate ending. The freshmen came in, they played really well. Javante, Gavin, they played great, man. Defense, they're playing lights out, man. They just had they made one more big play than us, and that's really what the game came down to. Because if we got the ball back, maybe a little bit more time, maybe with a timeout, we go down and win that game. But it was tough, the position that we were in with no timeouts. Just tough situation. But, if we had to play it over again, not gonna lie, I like us in that game.
Yeah, bro, because they had most of their guys, right?
They had every single person back.
Yeah,
a full healthy.
Yeah, because
a full healthy. Everybody playing in the game. That's 100% us. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
I would never root against OU, but for what y'all did with what y'all had compared to what they did with what they had, I think, honestly, I think y'all played great. Like I wish y'all could have got the dub. Not only obviously because I want y'all to win every single game, and Brayden, I want you to leave the field with a W. But I'm like, yo, like I can't even be mad. Like especially to see Barnes out there playing, Gavin out there, Danny. I think he played fairly well. Like y'all were just playing with a patched up group, and it was obvious from an OL's point of view because from the beginning of the game to the end, I'm watching the offensive lineman. I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And then I'm like forgetting, like, oh, like these are new guys. Like I'm sitting there looking at hand placement. I'm looking at one of the sacks specifically that the right tackle gave up, I think towards the end of the game. His set was completely wrong. And I'm like, wait, hold on. He's learning. And so Gavin's fumble, for example, I can't be mad at Gavin. Like it's small stuff like that cost you guys the game, but at the same time, it's like learning moments, and that happened everywhere. Like I can point out at least 3, 4, or 5 times going back on the film that changed the course of the game. But it's like they're learning. Bowl game.
It's been the story of our season all season long, and that's okay. It's a learning experience. That what I told Stuts and those guys, man, I want them to take this, the year that we had, the experiences that we learned, and use that as knowledge, and be able to turn those games around next year. Because you take the 5, however many games, 6 games that were like that close, and you take one play, 2 plays in that game, switch it the other way around. You're talking about an 11-win season. So
right.
Like I said, I was, man, like I said, didn't come out the way that we wanted it to, but I was super proud of the guys, man. I was super proud of everybody. Like I couldn't have asked for the guys
go ahead.
a little bit, like couldn't ask them to fight harder for a senior. You know what I'm saying? Like I just appreciate everybody's fight and mentality going into that game.
Danny, now you're returning. So what were your thoughts after the game? Like just hearing Brayden and the old heads.
Man, I mean, it was tough. I mean, obviously I wanted to get one last one for my boys. It was D White's last game, and that's someone who's like shown me so much, and JB as well. And so it kind of hurt. I feel like, we tried it all, but I feel like, I wish I could have just done that 1 or 2 more plays. I wish I could have done, that one less mistake. But, it's really just fuel for like the fire for next year. Like he's saying, the little things, if we can just clean up on those little to small things, bro. Like we really have came so that's so far, and what we need to do is we're so close. And it's been a narrative all the time. People keep saying that, but like I know what it takes, bro. Like we have the formula. Like we know what we have to do, and we really just can't lose sight of that. And just kind of bringing that into the off season, going right at it as soon as we get back on campus, and just kind of getting these guys and just buy in and just know like we know what it takes, and we have all the pieces to do it. Like we can win this like next year. Like we can. And like people might think that's crazy for how we just look, but like Coach Venables played defense the second year at Clemson, led the nation in everything, and we literally are on that path. And I know we can. And we're right there.
Well, Danny boy, I'm excited to watch and see your progress into next year. And speaking of next year, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're probably wondering what the fate of the podcast on the prairie looks like. B. Willie. The people want to know, what are we going to do? You're gone. I'm gone.
I know it's been an ongoing question, man. Hey, I've been hearing it all week. What are we going to do with the pod? Hopefully you keep the pod. So,
bro, the podcast is our baby. Like me, you, Alex have grown this into something that I didn't even think was possible. 100%. And now we're in an opportunity to give back. We don't or didn't want to grow the fan base to the point it was and just all of a sudden end. I want this to be something that goes on. I don't know if I can say forever, but as long as possible. And I think what makes us so great is the fact that we have firsthand experience. We play, we're leaders, we stay out of trouble, we set the example, we have experience. And Sooner Nation, we thought that the next best thing for us to do is to not necessarily give it away, but to put the podcast in the best situation possible. And we think that that's with our boy Danny here.
Man. This is your biggest mistake ever. No, I'm playing. Hey, man.
Please don't say that.
Heck no, man. That dream you guys have, man. I'm excited, man. You guys reaching out to me is just coming in as a young guy last year, and you guys being such mentors. Now you guys want to come to me to continue your podcast, man. It's really a pleasure, man. And I love talking to Sooner Nation. I love being a part of it, and like that first experience, I feel like I can communicate that well to everyone, and I'm just continue to keep having these conversations with you guys, man. I'm excited, man. I'm pumped.
Oh, we're excited for you. I'm excited to see it move on, and I'm sure the fans are curious. Like, wait, are you guys leaving? Or is Brayden gonna be gone? Are you guys gonna be gone? Like, no, we're not gonna be gone. I'll keep you updated on my life. Brayden in the NFL. We'll still be here, but we're slowly transitioning out, and sooner or later it'll be Danny and whoever else, and then one day it'll be the next guy, and then we'll just be in and out and make sure things are going well. So I'm going to be focusing more on people over paper. That's my other podcast. I think that's my next venture in life. But just Danny Stutsman, man, you're up next, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take this show. We're going to the stars now. We really finna take off. Really finna do great things, and it's only possible with you guys. So really excited.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be hurt.
Future.
I'm gonna be hurt the day you change the profile picture on Twitter and Instagram.
Instead of your bald head, I'm gonna edit just my face on there.
Wait, what'd you say, Brayden?
Hopefully we get like a little he has his main or in the picture it's him, then us maybe in a far background
yeah.
It's just some ideas or something. Peeking over the wall.
Yeah. Just put us in the back somewhere.
We got it, man.
Founders. Well, bro, we appreciate you coming on to the podcast once again, and hopefully many times more. Hope you enjoy your time off. We'll catch up with you when I guess things start back. I don't know, bro. It's kind of like your show now, so you holler at us, all right?
Yeah, you're right. I'll see you guys another time. If I bring you guys back on my show, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the ratings go if you guys are on there. But I'll keep you guys updated for sure.
Well, I appreciate you, bro. Well, you have a good one, and we're just gonna cut.
Perfect.
All right, Sooner Nation, wrapping things up one last time for the 2022-2023 season. And once again, we just want to say thank you, because we don't know what we're doing, okay? Like, we just get on here, talk some talk, hope it sounds good, and hope you guys like us a little bit for it, so maybe even learn something. But I just want to say thank you because of the support you guys always show, and just how far we've come since 2021? 2021, bro. Summer 2021.
It's 2023 now. It's crazy.
Like, what? I remember when Alex first sent me the email. I was sitting in my living room playing the game, and I was like, who is this Alex from Colorado kid? And next thing you know, we're recording on Zoom, trying to figure out what NIL is and if we can even get paid, take money, and just the story goes on, y'all know. But man, what a ride it's been. I don't know if the podcast will ever be the same now.
Yeah, it's been a ride, man. I just want to say thank you too. You gave two guys that, we don't have the flashiest position in the world. We don't score a bunch of touchdowns team leading or nothing like that. But we do our job, and y'all gave guys like that a platform and the ability to make a brand and kind of make a name for themselves. And, it's been really nice to do that. It's grown more than like J Hall said, more than we both thought it was ever going to be. And for that, we can only thank y'all. So super appreciative. Love y'all. And just for the support this season. It was a hard season, but never once did I doubt the support coming from Sooner Nation. So just, thank you so much.
We don't know what each episode will look like moving forward. We're just kind of figuring it out along the way. Everything always looks good on paper, but you just never know until, things come together. So we'll continue to put out good content though. Like whatever we do, it's going to be good. However, at least one of us should be playing on Sundays by next season. Okay. So, once again, we thank you. We love you. Brayden, anything for the people?
No, love y'all. Final deuces.
Peace.
Yes, sir.